Hi, it's Michelle. How are you guys doing? I'm Azure Daisy. I'm from Azure Daisy Embroidery, just in case you've never watched any of my videos. So I've had an order to make a bunch of towels, and I'll show you. I had to make 26 dish towels, so they're all in here, and I was going through them, cleaning them up, getting all the water-soluble stabilizer off, or not stabilizer, I guess you call it, topping, off the top of them. And I'm sitting there thinking, why don't I just make a video and show you different ways to do it? Because there might be some new people out there and they might need to know how to do it. I know I did when I first started, and I still get frustrated with it. But there's different ways to do it, and I was going to show you some different ways. So I don't know if you can see this. So this is my first towel, and if you can see, like right in here is some of the like wash away water soluble plasticky looking stabilizer, and I need to get that out of there before it goes to the customer. So I do, let me move this camera down so you can see. Let me get you a little closer. Okay, so I do go through when I first finish, and I take my scissors and I'll like pick out big pieces like this. But I don't like to do this with the small ones because you can easily snag a thread and then it sticks up in the towel, and then it doesn't look good. There's a thread, and then I also go through while I'm cleaning these up and check any threads that are sticking out, anything like that. And so I will show you the options that we have. So I have a new camera, so I'm hoping the sound is good. I'm hoping the video is good. Hope you can see me well. And I'm always trying something new, and I got a new camera. I wanted it for Christmas, and that's what I got. So okay, so there's different options. This is the stabilizer that's on here. It's water-soluble stabilizer, water-soluble topping. You don't use this on the back of embroidery, you only use it on the top. And this, when you put it on your towels, it keeps the stitches from getting buried in any of the nap that's on a towel. So this goes on top. And so you can use this to help remove your leftover water-soluble. And then I was making some patches, which I'm going to make a video and talk about that. But this is some really heavy-duty water-soluble. It's thick. You can hear it. And this is good for patch making, but it's also, I just thought I would try it tonight just to see how it works. And it's actually good for removing the water-soluble topping. And then I have, throwing things around here. I have to have just a dry rag, and I have paper towels. So I've got I got 4 towels left to clean up. So I'm going to do each method that I have here on each towel. I know there's other methods. I've seen people, the guy from John Deere Legacy Embroidery, I saw a thread. I've seen him like put all the water soluble on a tennis ball and roll it over, get the tennis ball a little bit wet, and then roll it over and get all the rest of the stabilizer off. But I haven't done that, and I don't have a tennis ball, and I don't know. I just haven't tried it. So the first way I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the regular water soluble that's on the top. This was just left over from when I embroidered one of these towels. And so what we'll do is I'll move you down so you can see what I'm doing. Let's see if you can see. Okay, so what I do is it's all around the outside. I'm sure it's not easy to see on camera, but in all these little areas here. So I'm just going to spray water wherever I want to get it off. And then just take this and kind of like, I don't know, kind of like ball it up. And then you just go over wherever the stabilizer is that you want to get off, and it pulls it up. So water soluble is good at getting water soluble off. So this works fine. So this is the way I do it a lot. But I thought I would try other methods, especially since I've got this big order. I'm like, oh, let me try some other methods and see if I like something better than the other. So I've gone through and I've pulled off any of the extra stabilizer that's anywhere around this stuff. And there is that thread that I saw. Let me get it. And I always use tweezers and nippers to get my little threads off. That's one thing that took me a long time to figure out how to do. So I keep thinking of these little tips that I can share, especially with, you know, maybe people got new machines over the holiday, and they're learning. It's a big learning curve to embroidery. There's a lot of work in embroidery, a lot of expense, and you know, I've been doing this for years, and I've been doing my business now for 3.5 years. Believe me, I want it to grow. I'm not doing, I don't know, I'm trying to figure this stuff out, but it's hard at my age. I'm not big into social media, and I work full time. So then I just, once I get that done, I've already cleaned up the backs. I clean the backs off before I get them off the hoop. But you can just go through and clip the big threads and just clip them off. Not too close to the knots, but yeah. So one day when I do one, I'll show you how I clean up the backs and the fronts and everything. So, whoops. So I'm gonna just iron on my label and be done with this towel. Throw it in the pile. Okay. That one's done. And I see another thread. See, this drives me crazy. I am so particular. I went to a craft show not too long ago, and I was like looking, and some people they're not as particular as me, so like, should I be as particular? I don't know. And I've even saw some like sweatshirts and stuff that still had some of the water soluble on the top, and first off, I don't use water soluble on sweatshirts or t-shirts. I don't find it necessary, but I know a lot of people do, and maybe one day I'll try it. But I haven't tried it, so, but they still had it on top, and I am so like particular. I'm so afraid people are gonna look at my stuff and be like, oh, I'm not paying for that, you know. But so now you can see this one's done, and all the plasticky water soluble stuff is gone. Okay, and that's my iron. Alright, and this one has it in between the letters. This one has it in between the letters, in between the little leaves. There's just bits and pieces here and there. So what I'll do with this one is we will try, let's see, there's some up here. It drives me crazy. Yeah, see, I snagged this one trying to get, that's why I don't like to do this. I snagged that one. So I need to get a snag nabbit needle and push that back through. So then this one, what we'll do, let's see which ones we've got left. Yeah, we'll do this. So this one, I'm going to use a paper towel. I've seen people use paper towels. It works. I just feel like my paper towel gets left behind. I don't know, I'm afraid I'm going to end up with paper stuck to it, but You're supposed to like run it on the water and wring it out, but I can't do that in this video. So I just spray it with water and double it over, and then so mostly down here. So I just push it in just to get the stabilizer somewhat wet, and then take my iron and steam it out. Alright. And then I just rip it off. Well, that one, see, that one behaved. It didn't, but there's still some in here. And then I've got some up here, these letters. So this is still wet, so I'm gonna push that on. And never press directly on your design because you'll melt the threads. Alright, so that behaved well. So the paper towel works. I've used that many times. Yeah. So, if you can see, it doesn't have any of the plasticky stuff on it. And just put my label on. And also cleaning up the backs, I've seen a lot of people use lighters to burn the threads. And I don't know. I've tried it, but I'm afraid I'm going to burn the fabric or burn the stabilizer, and I've noticed that the threads feel kind of hard after you do that. Like I said, I'm very particular. I don't know if people really care about that stuff. I mean, I notice a lot more things than most people, because when you're making stuff, you're your worst critic. And I always try to keep in mind that the Amish always purposely put mistakes in their quilts, because nothing is perfect except for God. And that's what they say. So, okay, so that one's done. Alright, this one we'll do, let's do the water-soluble. So this one, this is easier to see on here. It's got the little plasticky stuff in there, and it's because it's a black towel. It's a lot easier to see. You can see it all in the, it's all in the letters. So I'm going to spray this one just where I need to remove the stabilizer. And we're going to use this thick water-soluble. And just press it in there and rip it out. And it comes out, and there's a thread. This is why I go through my towels at the end, because if I miss any threads, I gotta make sure I get them cut so that it looks nice. And then up here there's a piece there. Push it in, get a little wet, and it'll just rip it out. Okay, now it's gone. It looks much better. Alright, so we'll put that method over there. And let me put my label on. Let's see, get this on real quick. Yeah, I always put labels on pretty much everything I make. And it's got my website on it, or these have my Etsy site on it, but I made new ones. I got new ones made with my website. I'm trying to get traffic there, but it's not working. I've got to figure out how to sell some of my stuff. I'm feeling defeated. So anyway, this one's done. And this is my last one here. Oh no, I've got two more. Oh, well shoot, I've got two more. All right, well, we'll do the, we'll just do that big, thick one again, because I've got plenty of that here. So, let's see if you can see. There's not, I got most of it out, but there's still some, like right in here. So, So let's spray this one. And we'll put this on. Push it down real good. And then rip it off. And it pulls up any stabilizer that was there. So put my label on this one. I'm gonna need one more label because I thought I only had 4 towels to do. Sorry. I miscounted. So put this on. Yeah, this one is all. These must be old. I must have found these somewhere because they got my Etsy shop on them. I don't know. So, and then here he is, all done, and all the stabilizer's gone. Let me grab another label out of here. Oh, these were made wrong. Oh my gosh. They have my Etsy shop. Oh well. That's okay. No biggie. Alright, so I'm done with all these methods, and this is my last one. And this right here is a big piece that I can just get off. I'll peel that one off. But on the around the edges, around the little hair and the flowers, there is the water-soluble. Let me get this thread out here. And like I'm saying, probably somebody would have looked at that and never even noticed that thread was there. I'm just so particular. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see, this one has, oh, look at that big thread right there. Oh my. This has like some right in here, all inside these leaves, flowers and stuff. So, I'm going to spray all around the edge, wherever I need it removed. You don't have to get it soaking wet, but I do. They'll dry. I mean, it's not... I've also seen where people run them through the not wash with soap, but run them through the wash and dryer. I just can't. When you're doing business, you don't have time to wait for all that. Okay, so I sprayed this. I'm going to take a clean, this is my rag I use for removing things and wiping things, and I'm just going to press it in. It's kind of like the paper towel method. Just going to press it in all around the edges where I want it to be gone. And get my iron. And I'm just going to press around the edges where I want the stabilizer to leave. Okay, that looks good. Alright, so let's rip it off. And if you feel it a little tacky, it's a little tacky there, but the rest of it feels good. Oh, there's another thread. Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it all. And it'll come off when the customer washes it. But I don't like the way it looks if you've got pieces of it hanging out. That bugs me. So yeah, so let's put the tag on this one. And this is just a quick little video to show you how to do this stuff. I appreciate when people show how to do things, because there's certain things I've learned that have made life so much easier, especially when I was new. Even now though, like I'm always learning and trying different ways to do things, and so it's always helpful. I love YouTube. I don't know, that's why I wanted to make YouTube videos, because I love YouTube. I'm a YouTube addict. I have found out so much information, learned so much from YouTube. Let's see, and I hope you do too. I hope you learn from me. And I redid my room over the holidays, so you can see I have this thread rack here. It's not full, but I got one way bigger because I'm always buying thread or adding thread, and if I don't, I got scissors hanging on the bottom, and I don't know. My room's a mess right now. I cleaned it all up over New Year's, and then I got this order, and then I've got stuff flying everywhere. And oh, so let me show you I got sidetracked, sorry. So this is the towel after I took everything off. Now this towel is the most beautiful towel, and I don't sell it to the public because I don't feel like, and I shouldn't even be selling it to her, this shop, wholesale, because I do not feel like I get my money for making this. This towel is almost 40,000 stitches. It takes a good hour and a half to make, and it's a lot. It's 41 or 44 color changes. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I love it. I love making it. I would love to sell it, but if I sell it, it's going to have to be $25, $28 for one towel. I don't know if anybody would pay that for a towel. I mean, let me know what you think. If you had something this pretty, I mean, I don't think you'd use it for, I think you just have to hang it in your kitchen or be a Highland cow lover, but it's beautiful. Yeah, there was one that she asked me if I could make, and it was a Highland cow Valentine's one. It was 70,000 stitches. I said, absolutely not. That's going to take me like 3 hours of stitching, because I just have, you know, the 2 single needles. I don't, even if I had a multi-needle, it would take an hour and a half, 2 hours. I mean, it's just a lot of stitching. So, but I love doing embroidery. I would sit here in here all day. You can ask my boyfriend. He's always like, when are you coming out of your hole? Because I love being in here. But anyways, so I wanted to show you how to do that. My next idea, I've been making a bunch of patches to put into this other shop that I put stuff in. And so I was going to do a video on how to make those 2 different ways. There's several ways to do it, and I tried some other different ways other than what I've done before. And I think I found some good ideas. So I was going to share them with you on how to make the patches. And I don't digitize. I just buy the designs. I'm sure if I had the time, I could sit down and figure out how to digitize something simple. But I just don't have the time to do that. And excuse me. Patches are great because there's so much fill stitch that I can put them on the machines, and it take like the first step is like 37 minutes, right? So I can just go do what I've got to do, come back, make sure they're still working okay. And then when they're done, then I just change the colors, and it's not like I've got to sit here and babysit all day like I do like with something like this. This is a babysitting project. This is all, you know, the whole time you're sitting here, you're waiting for this step to finish. And then you got to change that color, and especially up here, it's all like 1 minute stitching out, 1 minute stitch out, 1 minute stitch out. You got to change this color, change that color. And yeah, so, but you know, I love embroidery. There's just a lot to it, and I don't think a lot of people understand the process. And I think, you know, somebody sees like you've got an embroidered sweatshirt and you're asking $40 for it, and I'm like, well, that's too much. Or I had baseball hats, I was asking $20. But they don't understand that you buy the baseball hat, and then you've got to hoop it. You got to pay for the thread, the stabilizer, the design, your time. Then you got to take it off, and you've got to clean it up and you know, make sure it looks good before you can even sell it. And so it's a lot. It's a lot of work, but I love it. And I just, maybe it's me. Maybe I don't have the confidence to think that somebody would pay $25 or $28 for something like this. I'm not sure. So maybe that'll come with time, but still trying to figure out how to sell my inventory. I've got to figure out how to use this website, how to get people to it. I don't know. And be more consistent on YouTube, I think, because I really enjoy doing YouTube. How long has this video been already? I'm going to let you all go. Oh, it's longer than I thought. Okay. Anyways, it's stay warm because it's freezing here in Virginia. It's like, I don't know, the wind was so blustery today. I think the wind chill was like 10. It's ridiculous for Virginia. And we had all the kinds of snow. But anyways, I hope that wherever you are, you're having decent weather. Or it's winter time though, so I'm sure everybody's cold. I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Please like this video. That really helps. If you just like it, even if you don't subscribe, I would appreciate it if you like it. And I'll be back. I'm going to compile a video to do patches, show you the different ways I've come up with doing patches. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. It's Thursday night, so hopefully I'll get this out tomorrow. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.